and welcome back to the videos. Today we're going to be playing through something a little bit different. So it's a new game that's just kind of got its full release on Steam called Broken Arrow. Some of you may have played it before the demos and the betas were out. Probably a year, probably 2 years ago now, and it seemed quite a good game, kind of in the style of conflict and war games. If you ever played those couple of games. Kind of an RTS with a lot of real world kind of tactical bits, kind of on more of a grand scale. So as you can see, I have already played the tutorial just to get a hand for all the different units and the tactics behind it. So we're going to jump into the game and play the first mission.
The Lithuanian government denounced a violation of its airspace and closed its frontier with Belarus and Russia.
And place their troops on high alert.
The unknown object that was shot down during the exercise turned out to be a Russian drone. The official line is that it was shot down to prevent an air collision with our jets training nearby. But the Russians refused to go along with that story and maintained that it was flying on their side of the border.
But it was flying on the wrong side of the border, right?
Well, it was hit in the Lithuanian airspace, but ended up a few meters on the other side of the frontier. So, as you can imagine, they jumped on the occasion to create their own narrative. In any case, the Lithuanian government has closed their borders with Belarus and Kaliningrad until the end of the investigations. As a response, the Russians have placed all their troops at the border on high alert and sent a quote-unquote military convoy carrying humanitarian aid to Kaliningrad. They are approaching the town of Lazdishe as we speak.
And nobody thought about stopping them?
It's a tricky situation. The Lithuanians cannot block humanitarian convoys without breaking international treaties.
Humanitarian my ass. We can't let that happen. The so-called humanitarian convoy is like spitting in our face. Williams, what are our units in the area?
A striker company from 2nd Cav is training nearby. If they move at once, they should be able to intercept the convoy before it reaches the city of Lazdie.
This isn't much, but it'll have to do. Dispatch them immediately.
General, don't you see what's happening? The drone, the convoy, half the Russian army are on high alert on the other side of the frontier. This whole situation could very well be a false flag operation. If you rush into this convoy with blazing guns, this would certainly give them a justification for a strong military response.
They wouldn't dare. They're only testing our resolve. So we'll put ourselves in their way, make a show of force, and watch them go crawl back under their rock.
And what will you do if they don't stop?
The city of Lazdie is a vital crossroad to reinforce Lithuania. If they take control of it, we have no way to defend Vilnius in case of invasion. We cannot take the risk to let that happen.
Sir, Striker Company responded. They are already in sight of Lazdie and are awaiting orders.
Thank you, Major. Let's go, Commander. We have a lot on our plate.
It's an interesting way of giving the brief. So you got like your little talk and your little characters, not animated, but some decent voice acting and stuff on it. So primary objectives that we've got: spook out the enemy convoy, do not fire unless fired upon, and improvise. So quite a vague start. So what we've got for intelligence, we've got to start. So we've got a striker vehicle. It's just going through the weapons supplies. So in the tutorial, the last kind of action of it was you were shooting down from drones with few Air Force. Basically shot down 4 drones. We later found out that they only released 3. One was a Russian drone. So it's kind of where this mission then picks up. Guessing the bottom view is our forces moving into the city. And this is the Russian convoy or humanitarian.
convoy has been spotted a few miles down this highway, sir.
No time to lose then. This crossroad is the last position where we can stop them before they reach the city. Send your troops there immediately, Commander.
Right, just explain a few things. I'll pause this one. So it's like our force one here, like world. I think it's World in Conflict. Up in the left-hand corner, you can kind of reinforce the area so you can recon infantry vehicles, support units. So we've got strikers, vehicles, got strikers, and then again each one's got slightly different weaponry on it, which obviously we'll probably go through as we go through. We've got some troopers, and for our recon we've got some scouts, and we've got a javelin striker. So looks like we're going to this. Looks like there already is a HG team there. There are some different road travel, so when I didn't bring in units, you'll see, but if you choose fast travel, they will travel on the road. If not, they just travel in a kind of straight line from point to point. Right, so from that convoy, it looked like it was mainly vehicles, so what we'll try to do is get some recon in anyway. I'm guessing they're going to be quite quick, so I'm going to want the recon in something. Now, do I bring... I haven't seen these... javelins, but I bring them in that one as a javelin and an M240. So bring them in. What support have I got? I'm going to get striker with a striker with a cannon coming in. Some more heavy support. It looked like they only had that. Get a couple of troopers. I'll get a trooper, or do I wait a little bit till they come in? Yeah, I'll bring one new troopers in, that's been on TV. I've got two now. Right, so bring them in as our starting force.
Copy. Relocating. Moving out.
So where's entry point for these two? So right there we are.
The convoy is approaching. We're tracking its position with a drone.
Ready for action.
Hurry up! Capture the crossroad before they reach it.
Just in case.
Remember, this is officially a humanitarian convoy, and unless proven otherwise, it must be considered as such. Act with extreme caution here, General.
So I've got UAV over the top, so
Yeah, of
our
course.
forces are
Commander,
green.
make sure our troops are instructed to hold their fire and engage only if fired upon.
So return fire, so I'll sort that out now, because otherwise I will.
Combat vehicle standing by.
Return fire only now.
We are holding the crossroad, General. They're approaching rapidly. Maybe they didn't see us. Shall we fire a warning shot?
Ready.
Negative! Hold your fire and stay in the middle of the road. Show them we're here, and they'll back off.
Scouts here.
So
Cargo
dismount
truck
those,
ready.
and
They
Need
stopped.
some heavy firepower?
It looks like they're hesitating.
Striker awaiting orders.
I guess they weren't
You'd be
expecting
blown
us.
without us.
Come on, now is the moment of truth. Either they go back or they try to pass in force.
So if you turn units base, you do get some requisition points back as
Look,
well.
they're
so
moving
if you're doing
back.
Transports.
Thank God we won't have a war on our hands today. Congratulations, General. I have to admit, I didn't think it would be that easy.
No, wait. They turned left. What are they doing?
They're trying another approach to bypass us. Commander, redeploy your troops on these crossroads. Show them we're not here by accident.
Scout team here. Go ahead.
Don't forget to call reinforcements.
I love big
We'll
guns.
need all the help we can get to cover all these crossing points.
Squad, move out.
Right, so do this quick. Yeah, I'm not quite enough to bring him in as striker, so I do actually just deploy. Right, so I'm just going to deploy. Well, play striker there because it's going to be good now. I've got another unit coming from somewhere. There it is.
Mortar at your command, sir.
I mean, so you're 2, that one can't do anything, so that one is
Fighting
just
vehicle
going
ready
to
for combat.
speed off and go to this crossroad.
Roger. Moving out.
I'm going to get my
Weapons team
troopers
here.
to hopefully mount up in that.
Scout
And the
team at
scouts
your
will
command.
stay on the road until this striker
Who wants a skylight for his house?
gets there.
Moving.
Right, start play again.
Already there. Heavy weapons ready. Regroup and move up. Recon vehicle ready for action. Weapons team standing by. On ass, we're moving.
Perhaps I can remember how to get these to mount back up in the vehicle. I think just click on the javelin did it in the tutorial. In the striker.
Weapons team ready.
They've stopped again. First
Roger.
crossroad
We're on
secured.
the move. Heavy weapons here. Troop transport, standing by. We're on the move.
Come back and you click on. So I don't know.
You like big guns too? Artillery relocating.
Enemy soldiers have dismounted from the trucks and started moving in our direction. We got positive identification of weapons. I repeat, PID of weapons.
Hold your
Weapons
fire!
team at your
This is a
orders.
game of chicken. Whoever
Combat
shoots
vehicle
first
at your
takes the
command,
blame.
And whoever gets shot first dies.
Weapons free.
Williams, drop a bomb on the road in front of them as a warning. We must show where our red line stands.
Our drone has been shot down.
It's clear they're not coming to shake hands.
Reconnaissance.
You're authorized to
Ready for action.
engage, Commander.
Weapons
Armed
team at your
vehicles are
command,
detaching
sir.
from the bulk of the convoy. They're moving up in our direction. Prepare for an
Fighting vehicle
assault.
reporting in.
Establish defensive positions in the buildings near the crossroads on our flank, Commander. And make sure our troops are
Fighting vehicle at your
resupplied.
command, sir.
If one of these positions is overwhelmed, fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there.
I want to face a fire.
Second crossroad secured, sir.
Let's scramble jets to provide fire support, but they won't be there before 30 minutes. Your orders are simple. Hold at all costs until they arrive.
Your men will never hold that long. Give me a minute. We have a pair of AC-130 gunships in the area. I will demand they be rerouted in your direction.
We?
Moving there
Who are
now.
you actually working with now, Miller?
Roger. We're on the move.
Just use the planes and
Recon
don't
team,
ask
send
questions.
traffic.
They will
Over.
be there in about 10 minutes.
Mortar ready, sir.
Let's try and secure this and
Weapons
should
team here.
go up.
Striker ready for combat.
Just check everybody's on
Weapons team
return
ready.
fire mode now.
Your eyes and ears, sir. Relocating to active placement.
That's a javelin. Where's my other mortar? Strike.
Fighting vehicle ready.
Mortar.
Mortar ready. Send mission.
Yeah.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint.
Looks like we're holding the line alright at the moment. We are going to need more people here, so I'll tell you what.
Maintenance.
There we go. 2 more just there, just as a backup.
Roger. We're Oscar Mike. Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Mortar ready to fire. Mortar ready. Send coordinates. Departing. Good copy. Next waypoint received.
Looks like I do come at max speed, so
Roger.
deploy
Moving to
you
next waypoint. Personal carrier here.
there. Deploy you there.
Combat vehicle under fire.
Oh, that's lost those.
Mission's over. Let's head back to base. Already there. Moving out. Weapons team standing by.
Pull that there, get that
Copy.
space.
The RTB.
Oh, I get support. I do not see anywhere that. No, 7 minutes. Right, we need any more infantry down there to hold that bit.
Stand on it. Come on.
Be advised, Commander. A second wave of vehicles has forced the border and is approaching on the highway. They are accompanied by self-propelled howitzers this time.
Static defenses will be hammered by their artillery, so use the mobility of the strikers to avoid their fire.
Armored transport reporting in. Striker awaiting orders. Need some heavy firepower? Our vehicle can't take much more of it.
Let's
Get
deploy
your
there.
asses in that building. Who needs support?
Take this out.
Artillery heavily damaged. Need maintenance. Pedal to the metal. Defensive smoke!
Rapid assault so we can take it out.
Roger. Moving out. Copy. Relocating. Weapons team in combat. Send your orders. Striker ready. Target confirmed. We're engaging. Engaging hostiles.
Try to take that out. He's going to be lost, so I'm not going to be able to hold that, so let's try and focus on getting this area reinforced. So, yeah, I was saying, if you do get
Their
them
artillery
taken
fires
back,
volley after volley without repositioning. Sadly, our mortars lack the range to provide counter battery without exposing themselves.
They're just asking to be beaten. Williams, contact the Lithuanian artillery battery that was training with the strikers. Those PZH 2000s will come in handy.
At once, sir.
I need some of these out there.
A handful of Lithuanian units have arrived, and will hold the outskirts of the town on our left. Fall back on the main crossroad and hunker down there to receive the main Russian assault.
Keep moving!
Sir, the Lithuanian artillery responded. One of their platoons is already on its way. You can call it as reinforcement, Commander.
Good.
The situation is getting dire here, Miller. When are those planes coming?
Almost there. Just hold on a few more minutes.
Proceeding to next
So
base
they're all
fire.
foreign.
Moving. Relocating to the next emplacement. Roger, moving to next waypoint.
I need some cover.
Striker at your command, sir. Our vehicle has been hit. Need repair. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Vehicle status is red. Mobile artillery reporting in. One more hit. Another vehicle done. Direct fire engagement.
What have I got to bring in?
Copy. Relocating. Roger. We're on the move.
Here we go, it's starting to
Moving there now.
strike in this area.
Targets with direct fire. Artillery ready to fire, sir. Targets marked. Direct fire. Artillery at your command, sir.
I don't think I've got any infantry to pull in. Have I? Got a recon, I could put some scouts in. Try and hold up with some scouts.
Let's take the hammer lane. Striker here.
Let's just play these here for now.
Striker awaiting orders. Pedal to the metal. Roger.
So I
We're
could
Oscar
deploy
Mike.
that,
Mobile
please.
artillery standing by.
Get deployed.
Artillery on the move. Artillery moving out.
Enemy units are pouring through the main crossroad. Eliminate them and retake it immediately.
Striker reporting in. Vehicle damaged. Requesting maintenance. Artillery available,
Our
sir.
position is overwhelmed. Retreat into the city outskirts and try to survive until the gunships arrive.
Smoke deployed. We're on the move. Logi here, send traffic. One more hit, my truck is done. Scouts in combat, send your orders. Move the fuck up.
Go back a bit. Oh, I got that last two are about right, so.
Go, go, go.
The cavalry has arrived, Commander. The gunships are here to support you. Move them over enemy positions and enjoy the show.
Recalibrate azimuth sweep angle. Adjust elevation scan. The Angel of Death is in the air.
Go rolling.
In a big hole now, we gotta move. Like a rocket sled on rails.
Use this bit of delay to get some more infantry in.
Moving out.
See, okay. Because you want to see, let's just see these one first. Right, so we're looking at the defense position in this back row and this house here, so. And get another infantry in.
Heavy weapons here. Requesting maintenance. Striker here.
Need to surmount them into those front buildings.
Scout team standing by.
Scout can get into that wall.
Need supplies?
The Russian troops seem to be falling back.
99, Michigan.
Looks like they've had enough for today.
That was a close shave.
Mission's over.
The Striker Brigade is in poor shape and needs to be withdrawn. But they've bought us precious time to organize our next move. Congratulations, Commander.
No time for congratulations. Reports indicate Russian penetrations on all the main axes leading to the three capital cities of the Baltic states. So there you have it, General. Your long-awaited war.
Next waypoint received.
Right, that was a bit of a... Well, it was a victory, but not a brilliant one. Got a bit overwhelmed in it. Secondary, so a lot of them have these secondary and hidden objectives. This one didn't have any hidden objectives actually. So didn't hold the crossroads, but managed to block the convoy and spy. So it looks like technically you don't have to complete every objective in it. You just have to complete the main objectives to keep the story going, and obviously you get a rank. Right, so if you like that, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to play the next mission. I'm going to just try and release one mission at a time, if it's a decent length. And I'll see you in the next episode.